Hello. Good afternoon. We are from students from Cebu Technological University, and we're just here. We will ask you some questions like what's your name?
I'm Jenny by name.
Jenny. Okay.
Yes.
How long have you been staying here? How long have you been staying here in the Philippines?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very long. What's your I'm so sorry. What were your initial impressions of the Filipino culture when you first arrived here in Cebu?
The culture was nice. The people was accommodating, but there are 50% of racism. Yes, there are 50% of racism. Whereby, let me use for example, if you are looking for a house and they see you because you're a foreigner, they increase the price, which is really bad. Thinking that you have all it takes to acquire that house, sometimes you need to be considerate that we are all humans, though we are from different cultures and backgrounds. We are still humans. Like it's not that so easy the way they think it is. Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, bro.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah, we're very sorry, but at the same time, yeah, 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question. Have you experienced any difficulties with the English language or like local dialects? If so, like, can you give some like examples?
Okay, about the non-English speaking, because it's very hard. Most of them, let me say 95% doesn't understand English. So it's so difficult to communicate with them. It's so hard to understand both in conversations. Sometimes you use translator to get what they are saying. Or you find someone that understand a little bit of English. So I will encourage them to try more in English. They should know English a little, yeah, because it will help a lot. Because a lot of foreigners are here, and majority of them speaks English. So at least if they try a little in their English speaking, it will also go a long way.
So now it's my turn. So here I have a question. How have these communication challenges impacted your overall experience and well-being during your studies?
It's really hard. Yeah, it's hard because you will be in class, they'll forget that there is a foreign among them. They will use all through maybe Cebuano or Tagalog to teach. You'll be confused, you will be lost. You'll be like, I don't understand what people are teaching, but I'm in class. Can someone speak in English, please? They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, we too, we don't understand English as well. So they are the ones to like try to adjust to you. Why you to adjust to them? Like it's supposed to be something combination, you know. They need to adjust to you, you also adjust to them, but it looks like as if you are the only one adjusting to them. They are not making any effort when it comes to the language barrier. They are not making effort at all. So they should try more and make more effort in that.
I agree with you there. Yeah. So here another question is, can you share any specific experiences that helped you adapt your communication style to better fit the local context?
Okay, I was trying to use translator to learn some of the words when they speak. Maybe I try to memorize those words so that when next I came across it, I know this is what this is. This word is what it means in English. I can be able to understand that particular word. No, it's not that easy. So I also need maybe some of my classmates to help me and translating the language sometimes. Yeah.
So do you have like any common Cebuano words that you already know?
Okay, I know like salamat.
Salamat. Yeah, thank you.
Ngayong gabi. I know. Oh, what's the morning? I have forgotten the morning word. Like good morning.
Good morning. Mayong buntag.
Mayong
Mayong
bunta.
buntag.
Yeah, I know that word too. Yes, I know. Wala, no. Wala,
Wala,
it
yeah.
means no, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that word
How
too.
about good afternoon?
I don't know that.
Hapon. Mayong hapon.
Oh, Mayon happened. Oh, I'm still learning, bro. So that's the few words I know.
Yeah, okay, that's really good that you know some of the basic language. So, here for your last question, what advice would you give to future international students in Cebu regarding overcoming communication barriers?
I would say they should try to bear more try to exercise more patience and also let's try a little bit to learn the language a little, especially those in medical field. Others, they might not be interested in learning them because they are not going to be attending to patients like the medical field, medicine, nursing, dentistries. They'll have patients to attend to, and all of them are Filipinos. And without you knowing some few words, you cannot be able to attend to your patients. So if they learn a little few words, some basic words, it will also go a long way to us to attend to our patients. Yeah.
All right. So thank you so much for your time today. What was your name again?
I'm Jenny.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
So, good morning. I mean, good afternoon. So, can you tell us your name and what school you're attending here in Cebu?
My name is Nicole Lebec. I'm schooling at Southwestern University.
Thank you. So, how many years have you stayed here in Cebu?
I just moved here, but I'm living in the Philippines for over 13 years.
Okay. So, what were your initial impressions of the Filipino culture when you first arrived in Cebu?
It was quite an adjustment, especially that I grew up in a province, so I guess it's quite different. But the people are still the same, all friendly. You can get around easily, and it's not that bad.
So, have you experienced any difficulties with English language or local dialects here in Cebu?
Um, no, because I speak the language fluently too. But what was an adjustment was coming here and meeting this lot of because there's people from Iligan, from like Ilocanos and Waray, so it's all like a big diverse university.
Hello, so good afternoon. How have these communication challenges impacted your overall experience and well-being during your studies when you moved here?
I would guess I would say that it was quite an adjustment finding someone that could help you, finding someone that you could talk to and get along with. But after a while, then you certainly you find the right people anyway, and they all help you around anyway.
Okay, I see. So, can you share any specific experiences that help you adapt your communication style to better fit the local context?
Mm, I guess what kind of situations you mean,
Like when you first moved here?
here? Um, actually, I can't really say anything because I tried it all by myself. Um, I walked around, I looked at maps, I Googled everything. But yeah, I tried to meet some people. They were also really helpful. The people here are really friendly. Like, it's not trouble at all if you need someone. But yeah, it's just the language barrier sometimes. If they you don't always get along and you don't always communicate well, but it still looks good. And
Okay, I see. So here's my last question for you. What advice would you give to future international students in Cebu regarding overcoming communication barriers?
um, just speak English, guys. You can do this. Everyone here is super friendly, and there's no worry at all. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, so good afternoon. So, can you tell us your name?
My name is Red.
Okay, and what school are you going to here in Cebu?
MMIS, Maria Montessori International School.
All right, thank you so much for that. So, how many years have you been in Cebu?
I've been here for like not that long. No, I keep coming back. You see, like that's why I'm not really good at the language. So like maybe like for each school year, then I go back home.
Oh, okay. So you're coming back and forth here in the Philippines. All right, thank you so much for that. So, my first question is, what were your initial impressions of the Filipino culture when you first arrived here in Cebu?
Well, me, I've always been a Filipino, but we just migrated out like our parents. So when I first came here, I was like around a little kid, and I was very impressed because like it's like way more lively than back home. Back home.
All right.
So,
Okay, so for your 4 years that you've stayed here in Cebu, are there any words that you know? Like a Cebuano word
Oh
that you
yeah,
know?
I know, but I just don't got the accent really. Like say one like Bisaya.
For example,
Yeah, like Bisaya. Like yeah, we know the swear words, but we won't say that. We won't say that. We'll say like I'm blanking right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
it's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
Um,
It's okay.
it's one words. I just know like huh. I'm really blanking right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, so let's just proceed to
Yeah,
the next
proceed to the
question.
next.
Okay.
So, have you ever experienced any difficulties with English language or local dialects? If so, can you provide examples?
Oh yeah, I have. Cause like let's say like I have classmates and like other schoolmates, and I just can't really talk to them properly. Cause like you know like our language barrier and I always feel like sometimes they always be trying to like make fun of me because like I can't really speak. They call me like nosebleed. You know, nosebleed.
Because they
Yeah, I
they
can't really
can
understand me.
they can understand you also
Yeah.
because you speak in English.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. So next question is, how have these communication challenges impacted your overall experience and well-being during your studies?
Well, it hasn't been that much. It hasn't been that big of an impact, but like still, um, it's made a mark. It's made a mark because like I haven't been really able to fit in to everywhere I wanted to. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. So for the next is, can you share any specific experiences that help you adapt your communication style to better fit the local context?
Wait. Can you repeat that again?
How? Can you share any specific experiences that help you adapt your communication style to better fit the local context? For example, do you have friends who help you to understand the language or such?
Oh yeah. Like I got one of my friends. Like see that guy over there. He's like half, and so he teaches me like the words sometimes. So like when we go out, like when we go buy street food, and say, oh that's kwek kwek. Yeah, that's kwek kwek. And that's tempura. Okay, tempura's not it. That's like that.
So they taught you the culture here and such. And for the last question is, what advice would you give to future international students in Cebu regarding overcoming communication barriers?
Just be strong. Just be persistent. It's not an easy task. So you really gotta try your hardest to like learn and adapt to your new environment.
Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon. So we are from the Cebu Technological University, and we are trying to interview international students that are here in Cebu City. Now, first off, can you tell me your name and what school you're attending here in Cebu?
I'm Dwayne, and I go to MMIS. We're classmates with Red there.
Okay, that's good. Now, next question: how many years you have stayed in Cebu?
I've only been here for 6 months.
Okay, and then what were your initial impressions of the Filipino culture when you first arrived in Cebu?
It was kind of like a culture shock because I'm not used to like all the foods. The foods are really different from China, and like it has like a different type of taste. So I was kind of shocked with that.
And have you experienced any difficulties with the English language or local dialects? If so, can you provide examples?
I can't really speak beside that well. Like if I'm trying to like ride a bus, I can't pronounce properly. So it's gonna like hard trying to pronounce the places I want to go. Yeah.
Okay, so
Question number 5. So, how have these communication challenges impacted your overall experience and well-being during your study?
It doesn't really because in my school we all speak English, so it doesn't really impact it a lot.
Can you share any specific experience that you help you adapt your communication style to better fit the local context?
Well, I haven't fully adapted yet
I've
because
only
I've
been
only
here
been
for
here for
six
six
months, so
months, so
I can't really say anything about
about
that.
that.
So, last question. What advice would you give to the future international students in Cebu regarding overcoming communication barriers?
I think
I
like
think
to be
like to be
extroverted and
extroverted
talk
and
to
talk
like
to
the
like the
locals and
locals and
everyone and make
everyone and make
friends so you
friends so
can
you can
adapt to
adapt to
everyone.
everyone and like that.
okay, so that's all for the interview. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. So we are from Cebu Technological University, and we are trying to ask international students that are living here in Cebu. So first question is, can you tell me your name and what school you're attending here in Cebu?
I'm Lance, and I study at MMIS.
And how many years have you stayed here in Cebu?
It's my first year.
So what were your initial impressions of the Filipino culture when you first arrived in Cebu?
There was a big culture shock. It's like really different compared to what I had in my old country. Like things are like done differently. Like the people are really different compared to yeah.
Okay, and have you experienced any difficulties with the English language or local dialects? And if so, have can you provide examples?
No, in my old country we had like English, like they taught us English. So by the time I had to transfer here, I was already like good. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. And how have these communication challenges? Oh, sorry. Can you share any specific experiences rather that help you adapt your communication style to better fit the local context?
Can you repeat the question?
Can you share any specific experiences that help you adapt your communication style to better fit the local context?
Being surrounded by like people from this country helps you like understand how like you know their language, everything.
So, last question, what advice would you give to future international students in Cebu regarding overcoming communication barriers?
Don't be afraid to like talk with the locals because they'll really help you improve.
Okay, so that's nice. So, thank you so much, Lance, for spending your time with us, and that will be all. Thank you.